Today, I'm going to show you how to turn an image into a 3D printable model using Tripo AI. This is going to be a step-by-step tutorial guide on how to turn an image into a 3D printable model using Tripo AI. Step number one, what we need to do is get the image of the thing that you want to turn into a 3D model onto your computer. What I've been doing recently is just having AI or ChatGPT make me an image. Hello ChatGPT, can you please make me an image of a Rick and Morty themed action figure? Then click generate. Here is the image it created. I think this is super cool, so let's go with this. And what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna do a couple 3D models of images because I got people emailing me asking me to make them 3D models based off their pictures. This guy wants me to make a 3D model of his dog, so I'm just gonna save this for now. And this person wants to make a keychain 3D print out of this image. So I'll go ahead and save this as well. And a couple of things we might need some help with. I always try to make sure that the images have white backgrounds. So what we're going to do here is we're actually going to upload this image of the dog and ask for some help with it. So I'm going to upload the image and I'm going to tell it, can you remove the background on this image, please? And also remove the collar and leash harness from the dog itself. Then click generate. All right, so it came up with a couple of options. As you can see here, this is going to work perfectly to make a 3D model out of. And then step number two, what we need to do is go on over to the Tripo AI website. I'll put my affiliate link in the description. This tool is absolutely amazing. Just to give you a quick glimpse of it, if you scroll down here, there's a bunch of files, 3D models that other people have made that you can actually just click on and get right into and actually download them and edit them. They're actually really cool. But to create our own 3D files, what we need to do here is click on the 3D workspace at the top navigation tab right here. And then next what we need to do here is click on over here where it says image to 3D. So click here. And then what we're going to do is we are going to start uploading our images to have them turn it into a 3D model. So click upload. All right, and let's do that Rick and Morty theme action figure first. Then click on generate. I know there's a lot of settings over here where we have the ultra mesh resolution, the privacy, but if you're new to this, what I advise you to do is just upload the image, keep it super simple, and then just click on generate. Okay, so within a couple of seconds, this is the 3D model that it generated, and it is absolutely amazing. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send this to the slicer of my 3D printer, and I'm gonna 3D print this in PETG, and as you can see here, this is turning out really good. So what I did was I picked away the supports. I 3D printed this on my Creality 3D printer. I decided to paint it with some acrylic paint instead of doing multicolor, just because sometimes 3D printing in multicolor can take like 10 plus hours, and there's a ton of filament waste. But then I clear coated it, and look at it. It looks absolutely amazing. I'm super happy with these results. Okay, so let's go back to Tripo AI here and let's do the next file. So we're going to upload the image right here where it says image to 3D. And then next we are going to do, let's try the dog file. Right here, we're going to upload this image and then click on generate. And within about 20 seconds, Tripo AI has turned my image into a straight up crazy, amazing 3D model. Like, look at the detail of this thing. It's absolutely amazing. If you're not thoroughly blown away by the results of this tool, I don't know what to tell you guys. Things are changing quite rapidly in the 3D modeling space. It took me 20 seconds to turn an image of someone's dog into a 3D model. Tripo AI, this tool is amazing, and we can also have multicolor prints. It's mind-blowing. Okay, I sound like a vacuum salesman, but guys, the link will be in the description. Okay, so let's try the next file. Going to upload the image right here. And again, this is of a person, I think that is. So then we'll just click on generate. All right, so here is how the file turned out. And I do get a lot of questions on how you do multicolor printing. All you have to do here is click on the texture button up here and then click on generate texture. So it took about 20 seconds and it has fully generated all the color of the 3D file. I'm just still, every time I use this tool, I'm still blown away. And what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna 3D print this file here because a younger little boy emailed me and asked me to make this file. So we're gonna 3D print it for him. To give you guys some updated information though, if some of the colors don't look perfect, what you can actually do is go on up to the texture tab and go up here. And then what you can do is actually click on magic brush, and you can actually modify and kind of touch up the different colors and stuff. It's actually a really useful tool. He actually looks pretty good from what I can see. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to export the file. I'm going to make sure that I've have this checked, export Vertex colors, because we're going to 3D print this model in multicolor, just to show you guys how this works. And then the OBJ file, then I'm going to click export. It's probably worth noting that if you're on a Windows computer, it's a zip file. What you need to do is left click on it and then right click and then click extract all. And then what you want to do is you want to choose a file where you know where it's going, and then you need to extract everything, and it turns itself into one file. So that's pretty important to know. Then we're going to go over to Bambu Studio and import this one file right here. And again, it's going to walk us through this color selection prompt, which is really cool. I really like how Bambu Studio does this. So what we're going to do is I only have 4 colors to choose from because I have an AMS unit. Maybe you have like 8 colors if you're cool. You're cooler than me. But I'm gonna put my mouse cursor up here and then choose 4 and then click enter. And then it's automatically going to choose the 4 most important colors. And then again, you can edit these if you want. Usually they're pretty good though, I've learned from experience. And then just click OK. I'm going to increase the size. And then we are going to highlight it. And then we are going to click on Auto Orientate. I'm going to face it forward. So we're going to rotate this. And again, you don't have to do this stuff. I just like to do it so that I can look at it as it 3D prints. So then we're going to put it right here. Then next what we're going to do is we're going to go fill the AMS with these colors. I am going to take a picture of the colors right here. And then we are going to go fill the AMS downstairs in the 3D printer. All right, so we're going to 3D print this on the A1 3D printer here. And then we're going to throw in some black right here. Toss this in there. Feed accordingly. All right, so I have loaded up the correct colors. I don't technically have dark brown, but that is still pretty close. We have the light color for the skin, and then we kind of have like a tan color for the hair, I think it was. So let's take a picture of the order of the AMS, and then we'll go set it up on the slicer. All right, so I have all the colors figured out. I have the device tab here. I picked out these colors on the AMS multicolor. And then you can check out the supports right here. It's going to get pretty crazy. It's going to take about 15.5 hours. So it's printing pretty well. It looks a little weird because the supports on the outside are also multicolor. So here is the finished product. I kind of pulled away all the supports. I was super gentle with this. I will say that there are some imperfections. And again, you could go back and fix a lot of these in the slicer. And also what you could do is you can touch up things with acrylic paint. It's actually pretty easy to do, and I have pretty good results with it. Hopefully this video helped you learn how to turn an image into a 3D printable model using Tripo AI. Hit me up in the comments down below if you have any questions or need any help. Again, I'll put my affiliate link to Tripo AI in the description. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.